Well, hello, it's Miss Gina, and I thought we might read Giraffes Can't Dance. Giraffes Can't Dance. You're with Miss Gina. Hello, I'm Miss Gina. So glad you're here. My bright sunshine's shining through in Georgia. There's my window. There's birds singing. The wind was blowing and my wind chimes were ringing. You're at GinasPlanit. And I'm Miss Gina. I'm so glad you're here. So we're going to read Giraffes Can't Dance. And I think this is Giles Andre and Guy Parker Rees. Gerald was a tall giraffe whose neck was long and slim, but his knees were awfully crooked and his legs were rather thin. He is a tall giraffe. He was very good at standing still and munching shoots off trees, but then he tried to run around. He buckled at the knees. Oh dear. Now every year in Africa, they hold the jungle dance, where every single animal turns up to skip and prance. Jungle dance. And this year, when the day arrived, poor Gerald felt so sad because when it came to dancing, he was really very bad. Music moves me ugly too. The warthogs started waltzing. That doesn't keep people from wanting to dance. And the rhinos rock and rolled. The lions danced a tango that was elegant and bold. The lions are dancing a tango. And the warthogs are dancing a waltz. And the rhinos rocked. The chimps all did a cha-cha with a very Latin feel. And 8 baboons then teamed up for a splendid Scottish reel. Gerald swallowed bravely, and he walked toward the floor. But the lions saw him coming, and they soon began to roar. "Hey, look, a clumsy Gerald!" The animals all sneered. "Giraffes can't dance, you silly fool. Oh, Gerald, you're so weird." Uh-oh. Awkward. Gerald simply froze up. He was rooted to the spot. "They're right," he thought. "I'm useless. Oh, I feel like such a clot." So he crept off from the dance floor and he started walking home. He'd never felt so sad before, so sad and so alone. Poor Gerald. Then he found a little clearing and he looked up at the sky. "The moon can be so beautiful," he whispered with a sigh. "The moon can be so beautiful," Gerald said. "Excuse me," coughed a cricket who'd seen Gerald earlier on, "but sometimes when you're different, you just need a different song." Oh, that's so nice. "Listen to the swaying grass and listen to the trees. To me, the sweetest music is those branches in the breeze." So imagine that the lovely moon is playing just for you. Everything makes music if you really want it to. He's imagining. He hears it. With that, the cricket smiled and picked up his violin. Then Gerald felt his body do the most amazing thing. His hooves had started shuffling, making circles on the ground. His neck was gently swaying, and his tail was swinging round. There he is. He's dancing. Oh, he threw his legs out sideways and he swung them everywhere. Then he did a backward somersault and leapt up in the air. Look at him. Wow. Gerald felt so wonderful. His mouth was open wide. I am dancing. Yes, I'm dancing. I am dancing, Gerald cried. He's so happy. What makes you happy? Then one by one, each animal who'd been there at the dance arrived while Gerald boogied on and watched him quite entranced. They should. It's a miracle. We must be in a dream. Gerald's the best dancer that we've ever seen. Gerald is the best dancer they've ever seen. Look at him go. Stay alive, stay alive, stay alive, Gerald. Stay alive. How did you learn to dance like that? Please, Gerald, tell us how. But Gerald simply twirled around and finished with a bow. Thank you, thank you. Oh, they're throwing him flowers. Look at that. How nice. Then he raised his head and looked up at the moon and stars above. We all can dance, he said, when we find music that we love. Isn't that the truth? There you go. That was a cute story. It says, a best loved, rollicking, rhyming story, perfect for little ones. I found that little book at TJ Maxx. A good story. Their thick books like this were pretty cheap. So I want you to remember to read more in 2024. I want you to grow your brain. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.